May 1st, 1944. Dear Audrey Rose, your father dropped by today. He left just before chow time. I had to wait until it was over before I could write and tell you how proud I am. Relieved that you're safe and sound? Absolutely. But I'm even prouder to be your husband. I knew you were a lot of things when I fell for you, Sugar Rose. But the longer I know you, the more gobsmacked, Captain Jack's favorite word, I am. I've honestly never been prouder of anything or anyone before. I even got all the fellas to raise a glass to you at chow time. They didn't know why, but they remember you well enough to know what a lucky stiff I am. I wish I could brag about what you've done. They'd know just how lucky. Your father couldn't have brought better news at a better time. There's a lot of uncertainty going through the ranks right now. We're all gearing up for something real big. We know a bit about what's coming from our training, but even if we didn't, I can feel it. I know the general has to have told you something about it. It's been in the works since last year, so even if he hasn't told you, you'd probably already know. It's no secret what Ike's planning. Der Fuhrer even knows it. What he doesn't know is the when and the where, and he's not alone. We know the where, but nobody, not even Eisenhower, seems to know the when. So much depends on the weather, see? The waiting has got us all on edge, though. For several weeks now, we've been ordered to be ready to go at any moment's notice. You wouldn't believe how many soldiers are pouring in from all over the place. Canadian, British, and more American troops have been landing to make up the majority of us. I've met a bunch of Australian soldiers who are about the toughest guys I know. There are some Belgian, Czech, and Polish pilots who fly for the RAF. Denmark, Greece, Norway, and even tiny Luxembourg have all shown up in one form or another. There are even a few New Zealanders scattered amongst us. If that wasn't enough, there's been a rumor that the resistance are doing its part to help out from behind the lines. The waiting seems to be harder than the training these days. I feel very much like a kid back in the stands at Fenway Park. It's like I'm holding my breath for the Sox to break Bambino's curse. This is it, I think to myself. This is going to be the day they win the World Series. But then they turn around and break your heart. I'm not saying heading into battle is a welcome thing like the Sox winning the World Series. I'm just saying that waiting with bated breath for something so monumental to happen is becoming a kind of torture to a lot of us. It gets under your skin, you know, and if you're not careful, it can start to drive you a little screwy. I've had to talk a few of the fellows around here down from the proverbial ledge. Most of them handle the strain one of three ways: prayer, drinking, or gambling. But a few of them literally snap, and who can blame them? Most of these fellows are just kids. Just to set your mind at ease, I'm handling it all with the first of the three. It feels better in the morning than drinking, and if I gambled, I wouldn't be able to set money aside for our house. So there you go. Hey, speaking of our house, the blueprints are coming along real nice. Fairbanks sure knows his stuff, and thankfully, he's a patient teacher. I've never been too good at geometry, see? I think you're really going to love it, though, Sugar Rose. Boy, what I wouldn't give to be living in that little house with you right now. I'm proud to serve our country, and I'm so proud of you for what you've just done. But picturing us together with a baby or two Toddling through that yard is what gets me through the days and nights. I know it's what's going to help me keep my head when I'm in the thick of it. No matter how prepared we are, I'm convinced each of us boys is going to find ourselves desperate for something to cling to when the adrenaline wears off and the training stops bringing comfort. I'm not naive enough to believe what a lot of these young buck rangers seem to think. That war is like the games we used to play as kids, or that it won't leave its mark on each of us in some profound way. I suppose that's why I choose prayer instead of drinking or gambling. When the horror kicks in out there, and it will, each of us is going to cry out to whatever God we believe in. I just want to know beforehand that my God is actually listening, and, more importantly, that He'll answer me when I call. You've been in my prayers every moment, Sugar Rose. You know I supported you wholeheartedly in your latest project, but now that it's over, I don't mind telling you about the hell I was in while I was waiting to hear if you made it out all right. The fellas around here kept saying things like, "Looks like Gramps has gone off his rocker," or "Didn't think I'd ever see it, but something's got under the old man's skin." I don't mind the heckling as a rule, but before the general showed up today, I was ready to break my record of never being the one to start a fight. I'll tell ya, the young hotheads around here were starting to learn to steer clear. That being said, if a similarly urgent need for you to go off and do something patriotic arises again, I'll stand beside you 100%. But if you could just manage to not make a habit out of these kinds of things, I'd appreciate it more than you know. As much as I adore the smart, powerful woman you are, I'm still a man, Mrs. Burke, and my manly instincts, my need to protect the woman I love, are stronger than just about anything I've ever felt before. With an ocean between us and just the possibility of you being in danger, I was barking like a rabid guard dog at every guy on the base. I had to apologize to old Freddie on more than one occasion. Thankfully, he's a real amicable fella with a wife of his own, so he was pretty understanding. Anyway, Sugar, I can't tell you how glad I am to know you're safe and sound again. You probably won't hear from me again until what's about to happen happens, but I don't want you to worry. Keep on dreaming your dreams about our house and us growing old in it together. You keep dreaming and I'll keep praying, and before you know it, I'll be carrying you over the threshold into our very own happy ever after. I love you with every bit of me, body and soul, Audrey Rose Drawlinger Burke. No matter what happens over the coming weeks, never forget that. If, however, I don't, heaven forbid, make it out of this alive, I want you to promise me something. Promise me you'll find yourself a real nice fella someday, one who will build your dream house and help you make all the dreams we've talked about together come true. Will you do that for me, Sugar Rose? Everything I'm fighting for over here will be worth it if I can just know you'll live a happy ever after no matter what. Yours forever, Charlie. P.S. Thanks for looking in on my mama at Easter, Sugar. I'm glad she's been getting my letters. If you wouldn't mind, would you drop in to see her for Mother's Day as well? I got her this card, and I know it would really make her day to see you again. For such as you, dear mother mine, I want to keep the road where worthy men, clear-eyed and frank, live by their honor code. I know in that great mother heart there is a sacred shrine where I in all perfection live. Your boy, dear mother mine. I must be strong, I must be clean, in mind and body too. My debt to all posterity, and women such as you. Fairmont Snyder. Dear Mama, Happy Mother's Day. I hope you have a real swell day. I know sending Audrey Rose to be with you in my place will make the day extra special for both my best gals. I found this card with that poem by Fairmont Snyder you had me memorize as a boy. I always hated memorizing stuff, but Mama, a day hasn't gone by out here that I haven't thanked my lucky stars for the honor code you taught me to live by. I'm pretty sure my Audrey Rose wouldn't have given me the time of day had I not been blessed with a woman such as you for my mother. Please know I'm trying every day to make you proud of me out here and to be the worthy man you taught me to be. I love you, dear mother mine. Love, Charlie.